everyone, my name is Tori, this is Novel Life, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the start of a brand new reading vlog. I hope the lighting's okay, I'm at a different angle, but I'm here to start this weekly vlog because technically yesterday I just closed out my other weekly vlog, and I said in that, oh, I'm gonna continue reading a book in the next weekly vlog. So I wanted to make sure that I start this vlog now. I am in the middle of reading A Court of Mist and Fury. I love this book. This is my reread. I did get through like 30% in the last weekly vlog. Last night I had an amazing time just being able to lay down and read, and I got to, what percentage? 62%. So I think I have a decent amount left of this book. I have about 30% left, which I probably will finish tonight. If all goes well, I'll finish this one tonight. I am annotating it, but I will say this 30% that I did read, I didn't highlight a lot because I was so invested in this story, which sometimes happens when I annotate. I really just love these characters, and it's been 2 or 3 years since I reread this book, and I just really wanted to just live with the characters. So I don't have that much annotating to do. I might just wait until I'm done with this book and then go back and annotate, but then I'm like, will I ever actually annotate it? You know, I have a feeling the last 30% is gonna like set up a lot, and I'm gonna have a lot of annotations. So I am physically reading this on my Kindle, and I'm very excited for that. Last night I was interrupted. I say interrupted. My reading was interrupted by my dad letting me know that he had to take my mom to the hospital. So everything's fine. She's fine now. I'm actually about to go pick them up. She's about to be discharged. She had appendicitis that she was dealing with since like 3 p.m. She was having pain in her stomach and she didn't know what was going on, and then around 11:30 my dad was like, yeah, this is not getting better, I'm pretty sure you have appendicitis, because it moved to her right side. So they had to call 911. Took her by ambulance because it's faster to get in that way. So that was super exciting. I didn't go down there, but my brother was there. It was a rough night. I kept waking up every hour because they didn't like for sure know what it was until like 4:30 in the morning. It was a wild ride. And then my brother left the hospital to go home because he had school, and it was finals and he had a lot of stuff to do. After he left, my mom went into surgery. Everything went a-okay. She's recovering. I'm gonna go get them. So I'm trying to decide what audiobook I want to listen to though, because I don't know. So I have 2 books here. So I do really want to read Make This Season Bright by Ashley Herring Blake. I have the audio for this through Libro FM, and I heard it's super cute. It's a second chance romance, so I'm very excited. It's a sapphic romance, so these two, they were dating, and then something happened, and they broke up, and it's been like 5 years, I think. It's been like X amount of time, and then basically our characters, both of them, go to like a friend's party, but they didn't know that those friends knew each other, so then they're at this party, holiday thing. I don't know if it's a party or like they're spending the night there, spending time there over the holidays, but then they're forced together. And so they obviously talk things out, but they're also both musicians, which I love. So I'm very excited for this one. But so this is my like next holiday season read, if that makes sense, audiobook wise. But I do have the audiobook for The 13th Child, which actually, let me see, I think it's due back pretty soon. Okay, it's due back in 12 days. So I do have some time. I just don't know if I want to start a fantasy. I think this is fantasy. It's gothic. Okay, it just says it's goth, but it does have like a gauze and fantastical aspects and stuff like that. So I don't know if I really want to start this right now when I'm in the middle of Mist and Fury, because honestly, having 2 fantasies going at the same time may confuse me. And this is a 17-hour audiobook, and it's almost 500 pages, but it is a very pretty book. I'm very excited. Look how pretty. See it? It's the edition, the Barnes & Noble edition, and then the inside is very pretty. But when I go pick up my mom, I have to drop off some packages. Ooh, that's actually really pretty. So I don't know if I'm gonna start this like right immediately. I do need an audiobook to like listen to today while I work, when I get back, and like after I pick up my parents and stuff. But I don't know if I'm gonna start this one just yet, because I want to make sure that like my brain doesn't have other fantasy romance stuff or like fantasy aspects. So I may wait on this one. But those are the books that are on my radar, because I have the audiobooks that is gonna expire. I mean, that one's 12 days, but I do want to read this one too. I might pick up a couple novellas in this vlog, because it is the holiday season. I have my cozy jacket, but I'm gonna run to go get my parents. They just let me know that they're ready, so yeah, glad my mom is all a-okay. I'm gonna go over to their house, see their kitty cats too, and get her set up, but I will take you along with me. That was a very chaotic intro, so sorry, but here we go. Hello, happy Sunday. Ooh, let me turn my heater off, hang on. I was sitting at my desk finishing up some work tonight because I took Friday off. Obviously my mom, she's so much better. She's at home. She's bruised from her surgery, but everything's good. I do have a pretty big reading update for you guys. I filmed today too, which is why I look so like cute and adorable, but I have a pretty big update because not only did I finish A Court of Mist and Fury, I started A Court of Wings and Ruin, and I'm very excited about it. I love these two books so much. So I ran out of tabs at the end, so I did highlight some stuff, but I don't have any tabs, so it's because I used too many at the beginning, and I don't have the same colors. So it is very pretty with how it looks. Look at those tabs, look how cute they look. Oh my god, I love it so much. I love the colors that I chose. So yeah, I love this book, and I said, oh, I was gonna put this one down, pick up a different fantasy, because I can't really read like fantasies at the same time. Like my brain just like will cross it over, and like, you know, even though these are a reread, I didn't want to test it. But after the way that this ended, if you know, you know, I was like, oh man, I gotta figure out, like, I don't know. But I was like, I gotta read the next book and see what's going on. So I'm at chapter 16. So 25%, almost 25%. And let me tell you, the tabs and highlighters that I have for this, I am in love with, okay? Like, I get so excited when I get to annotate, but I also get so excited when I find the perfect color highlighters and tabs. I get so excited, guys. Okay, so obviously you see the cover. It's like this pink purple. It's not exactly pink, but it's not exactly purple, okay? I don't know if you could see the tabs that I chose. Let's see if that'll focus. So I chose, I wanna lose my place. I chose obviously lime green to match the cover, okay? I chose this one, which, oh my god, if that's not the perfect match, I don't know what else is. I chose this light purple because I have that highlighter, and then the gray, that's been consistent. I have a ton of gray, so like tabs. But the colors, I don't have a lot of. So I am legit in love with the way, like, hang on, let me find a page where I highlighted a lot. Because it's a newer highlighter, like I've used it before, it's still hard to like, it's very dark and so it's messy, so don't judge. But look how beautiful that is. The pink, the purple together. I love it so much. I hope that wasn't a spoiler for anything. But yeah, I'm loving this book. So I don't know, I'm loving my rereads. I'm so glad I did it. Now after this book, I can pause because it's Frost and Starlight, which is more of like a novella that is like 200 pages that I'll read closer to Christmas, which is usually when I read that kind of novella stuff like that, I guess. So yeah, after I'm done with this, I can take a pause and I can pick up another fantasy, because I do have like 2 fantasies for sure that I need to read before the end of the year. I want to read The 13th Child and Throne of Secrets, so that'll be in like some other vlog, maybe this vlog. I might read one of them, I haven't decided. Court of Mist and Fury, 5 stars to this book, love it. And I'll update you as I read this, but sometimes I get so caught up in reading that I forget to highlight, but so much happens in the last like 20% of this book, like so much happens. Anyway, I'm loving the rereads. I'm not mad about that, but while I was working, I finished Make This Season Bright by Ashley Herring Blake. I loved this. So I don't know if it's because I listened to it in like one setting, but with a second chance romance, it has to make sense, right? The reason why they broke up, the reason why they're getting back together, the reasons like that they were having issues in the first place, it has to make sense, right? And this one, our female characters, you see that they're literally getting married. They're walking down the aisle, and one of our female characters, Bright, she gets cold feet, and she's like, I can't do this. She tried to talk to Lola about it, Charlotte about it, and was like, hey, like, we moved to New York about 6 months ago. I'm still not like settled. I still feel like I don't know what I'm doing with my life. And she's like, no, it takes time, but it's like that feeling inside that you're like, no, this is not my place. Like, this is not the place I need to be. But like Lola and Charlotte, Lola was thriving right in New York. This is where she was supposed to be. So this is Bright, this is Lola. Lola has a salt and pepper hair and I love it. And then Bright is like, her name's Brighton, but she's so cute. Anyway, I fucking love this. And I'm like, do I give it 5 stars? And I don't know if it's because I listened to it in like one basically 24-hour period, but I love the audiobook. The narrator did such a good job. I understood our female characters, how like they both struggled with things, and when they finally like kind of are pushed together and snowed in for a time, they're supposed to talk about things, and they do, but things are not like resolved. You can't just like resolve it like that. Do you know what I mean? And they both had to work through things, and I really liked it. I really, really liked this. I'm really happy that I liked this because I was nervous because I've heard like mixed things, but I fucking loved it. I loved it so much. Also, the inside is so cute. All the chapter headings have like cute stuff, and I made, I have the Afterlight edition of this book, and I'm very happy about that. So, because the artwork that's inside of it, there's 2 scenes, and I know which 2 scenes it's from. So, I'm super happy that I read that one. I'm having such a good, literally, no, knock on some wood. I'm having a really good reading month, and I'm very excited about it, but tomorrow I have to get up pretty early, and I have to go get blood work, like for my annual. We never got our blood work, so we have to go do that. Then I have to come back, and I have so much work to do. Oh my god, I have these 2 huge projects that are just like weighing on my head. That makes sense, like in the back of my head. And I'm like, I know I need to just get them done, but they take so much time, like oh, so much time. And I have one deadline tomorrow, one deadline Thursday, so hopefully I can get those 2 done, and then I have another deadline next week. That's more of like a self-imposed deadline, but I'm really hoping that I get all that stuff done because next week I go to Disney next Friday. So we have a countdown of, Alexa, how many days until the 20th?
The 20th will start in 12 days, on Friday, December 20th, 2024.
Duh, but 12 days. 12 days until we go to Disney. I was just talking about Disney to Jess. I FaceTimed her and we chatted about stuff. So yeah, I'm very excited. I'm gonna go take a shower. I'm gonna go continue reading Wings and Ruin on my Kindle. And I will chat with you guys tomorrow or Tuesday when I have a reading update. I don't know what my next audiobook's gonna be. I was just gonna rotate my bookshelf and pull one and hopefully find a good one. But that's all I got. I'll talk to you guys later. Hello, hi, I'm here to close out this reading vlog. I feel like it was very boring, so I apologize if this reading vlog has been extremely boring. I'm so sorry about that, but I actually have 2 reading updates. I finished an audiobook in a day and a half, and it was Last Christmas in Paris? Oh my gosh, why am I blanking on the title of this book? Hang on. Yeah, Last Christmas in Paris by Hazel Gaynor and Heather Webb. So I've read this duo before, like I've read Meet Me in Monaco, which was another like historical fiction type book by them, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars, but I listened to this book and I devoured it. The audiobook narrators did a really good job considering this is a complete epistolary book. So the whole book is written in letters between our main female character, our main male character, her brother, her one of her best friends, the parents when they go off, well, when her brother and her brother's best friend goes off to war in World War I, basically she like still sends them letters and she checks in, she's talking to her and her friend over the 4 years that the war is happening. They've joined the war efforts in some way or another, and you see all of that. She starts writing a column under like a pseudonym, which is really cool. Yeah, I loved this book. Honestly, I love this book. I was very surprised that I loved it. I don't know what's been going on, but I've had like stacked books back to back to back, and I'm not mad at it at all. But yeah, this is our Leave It to the Prose book club. I'll save most of my like in-depth thoughts for our live show that's happening actually on Tuesday. So if you're watching this on Sunday, Tuesday, we'll have our Leave It to the Prose book club live show, which I run with Christy from Christy Reads a Lot. It's a historical fiction book club, and this was our pick, and I just so happened to pick it up because my Hoopla had the audio, and I was like, oh, I don't really have an audiobook to listen to today. We'll go ahead and read this one. So that one was really good. But then I also finished my reread of ACOWAR, so Court of Wings and Ruin, which is the 3rd book in the ACOTAR series. I really love this book. I have to still transfer all of my tabs and like highlights and stuff like that because I have them on my Kindle, but I don't have that many. I actually didn't have that many because, well, towards the end I did, but the middle of the book I really didn't. So this one, of course, was a reread. Of course, it was 5 stars. I will say, I don't want to give anything away as like spoilers, but the whole Sarah J. Maas universe, after finishing this book at like 1:30 in the morning, my brain was going. I was like, what is this character? Is this character connected to this character? And is this character connected to this other character? And what is the timeline from all the books? And blah, 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 blah. Like, are there crossovers? Like, my mind was reeling with theories because I haven't reread this series since reading, I think, Throne of Glass and the Crescent City books. I know I just reread Crescent City 2 and 3, well, 2, and then I read Crescent City 3 at the beginning of the year when it came out, but since reading that book and knowing a lot more stuff and then going back and reread this book and this series, I'm like, wow, I picked up so many things. So now I want to read A Courtess Over Flames, which is the thickest book. I don't know if it's actually the thickest because they all seem really thick. I don't know if it's the longest, but it's pretty long. I do have the ebook of that. I bought it, I guess, when it came out a couple years ago. So I probably will do that like the last week of the year. Basically, I like to reread stuff towards the end of the year. I don't know why. I like to reread like some of my favorites or anything like that. So I also like to take a break from reading. I don't want to read like any new things because I don't want things to become like favorites the last week of the year. Like that's just me. I'm a weird person like that. So like after Christmas, I won't really be reading too much. Like I'll be reading, but I won't be like reading a lot, you know? So I'm very excited to continue my reread. I will be reading Frost and Starlight around Christmas time, but that's like a 200-page novella or anything like that, so it's not like a big thing, and it's just cute to see all the characters. But whoa, the last 150 pages of this book, it's a doozy. Made my mind go and go and go. But I really hope you enjoyed this weekly reading vlog. It wasn't like a week, it was just like a couple days in my life. I tried to do like more fun stuff. I really don't do anything. I wake up, I get my coffee, I sit down, I work, I listen to an audiobook while I work sometimes if I can, and then I cook dinner, and then I can lay down and read. Like I really haven't done anything exciting, so I'm sorry if this was boring, but I hope you enjoyed my little reading updates. You can let me know in the comments what your favorite read of the week was. If you've made it this far and you want to leave me an emoji, leave me a dagger emoji, like the knife emoji. Because, truth teller. If you know, you know, but in Aqua War, Truth Teller was like the star for me. Love that knife. Anyway, yeah, leave me a dagger emoji in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content from me. As always, I hope you're living a novel life, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.